Okay, so we have a Lord Mayor start here in Flight Control. Same starts here for the Aliens and Marines. Ascension starting in Data Core. They will power build the armory, so it looks like pretty much a mirror image start. But we do have Jekt and Visor moving through Crossroads. Looks like Jekt will get the first bite. They're on the Marines there in ventilation, however, he's extremely low health. As Rez does finish off Karma here, Philogl is underneath the railing there, it looks like, in Pipe Junction. As MF and Intric move into Crossroads, they will build that node. MF does pick Jekt out from a distance from the computer lab side. Visor is in here, ready for the ambush in Crevice. Now, MF and Intric building the power there in Crossroads. Rez trying to stalk and harass a little bit in Crossroads. And Rez does get picked out by MF there from Crossroads. Visor and Jekt moving in. Gonna try and do something about these Marines in Cross, however, they are retreating. It looks like they're gonna go back to Reactor Core. Or at least get back into a better position here in Crossroads. The Gorge Tunnel is up to sub-access, so pretty much identical play here from both these teams. The only difference is that Lord Mayor has gone Crag High first. As Phil and Bonage will bite down this extractor here in ventilation. Jekt is here in Pipe Junction. Intric and MF really haven't pushed anywhere, so for their pressure team, they aren't really pressuring that much. They're just sitting in Crossroads and being a nuisance for this Lord Mayor side. Bonage is out of the hive too, trying to do some damage against MF. He will come in, does take out MF in Crossroads. But meanwhile, Beck and Nee are here in Flight Control. Oh, and beautiful plays here from Ascension. Beck getting the double kill, Nee taking out Visor. So Nee and Beck retreating. They have killed the flight control harvester here in Flight Control, obviously, but Lord Mayor gearing up to do a huge push on these Marines, and they do take him out with the crush in Computer Lab. MF and Intric still in Crossroads, guys. So Intric will take out Visor here in Crossroads. I mean, and I like what they're doing. With MF and Intric kind of sitting back, and I guess they're just lane blocking for a lot of these skulks getting through to Reactor and Atrium and ventilation through Crossroads. Meanwhile, Karma is down here in sub-access. Jekt trying to ambush. Looks like Rez will come up from behind, does not get the kill. Jekt will come in and clean up Karma here. MF and Intric now doing their pressure team. They are moving into Computer Lab. MF getting the kill on Bonage, Jekt coming in, and these Lord Mayor skulks, I don't know what's exactly happening, but it seems like to me that they aren't communicating as well as they could be, and maybe suffering a little bit in that engagement as a result. So MF, Intric, and Nee really trapping these aliens in between sub and Flight Control. I mean, they do have the Gorge Tunnel up, so they can. Jekt is actually lurked, guys, so they are doing the double lurk strat, which can pay off for them, I think, in the immediate future. I mean, like, right now, this is exactly when they need those lurks in the early game to take out these pressuring Marines. So let's see if these double lurks can pay off in their favor. Usually Lord Mayor go with the one lurk, and that usually is Visor, but looks like they are going to double lurk, and we will see what happens. Karma here in ventilation. trying to get back out onto the map. Jekt taking down these mines, and that is another good thing about double lurk. It is extremely powerful against a lot of mines. And Ascension, as we know, do really like to go a lot of mines. As you look in base, you can see quite a few on the ground there. As Knee comes up into Crossroads, they have got the Extractor down in Crossroads. Rez and Jekt moving in. Jekt extremely low health, has to be very careful there. Moving through Summit. Beck doesn't know Jekt is coming, but he will go through the vent. They have called that out. Play there from Lord Mayo. And Intric here in Reactor Core trying to build up that Extractor. I mean, they are on a decent amount of tech at nearly 6 minutes in the game. Weapons 2 researching. The OBS is up. No phase tech yet. But they do have the Crag Hive on the alien side as well with the 2 shells. So they do have the second level of Carapace or regeneration. And Jack trying to move in there to ventilation. Those clogs making it quite difficult though for those lurks to engage. They will get the cleanup though on those Ascension Marines. So and it looks like the lurks are in fact paying off. So these 2 Marine sides trying to break through these lurks, and they really having having a difficult time dealing with these alien engagements. So now we see that they actually have sisted to Crevice, possibly taking down the ventilation extractor down to 64%, clearing Crossroads. Very well contested here from the Lord Mayor side. Ascension doing a good job. They were on 6 nodes for a little bit, have been on 5 nodes for a majority of the game, but are now on 3 extractors. But Weapons 2 is finished. They do have 4 extractors up. Intric is going back to Crevice, clearing that up. He's going to try and get that extractor down and built. Phase Tech has been researched for the Ascension side just in time for these fades. Good timing there from the Ascension side. As Lord Mayor clean up ventilation, they will probably bite this RT. Karma is trying to run down to ventilation. Can he get there in time? Elodia is here trying to clog up ventilation.
I need a med pack. Stand.
Oh, but Visor has to be very careful here.
I need a med.
MF and Karma. MF coming up from behind. Phil gets pinched there in the doorway in maintenance access. So MF and Karma moving down. They do get Elodia down. Elodia did not get to the tunnel in time, so they are going to be able to get down this crag, it looks like. It's on 40%. The whip is there, but it's not in range of those Marines, so MF and Karma have free reign to do whatever they want, and the lurk comes in. What can they do to that lurk? And Phil taking down Karma, MF taking down Phil. Can MF get down another? He gets 2 skulks. Rez does not finish off, Rez finishes off MF. MF can't get the last kill on that skulk there in sub-access. Visor biting down Reactor Core here. He did lose his lurk. Not sure when that happened, but they do actually have 3 shells up now as well, so they do have that third level of carapace and regeneration. But Knee in Crevice as well, lane blocking them in Summit. Trying to protect that topside extractor. And Phil here in Glass Hallway with Jekt. As Karma picks him out. And the med's going down. Slayer medding Karma. Trying to do some significant damage to this lurk so that these Marines, tactically placed, can actually pinch this lurk. Jekt has to be very careful getting out there. He does actually escape through the vent. Not sure there's Marines in computer labs, so he does escape through the flight control vent. Beck and MF moving through Crossroads. Looks like they are going to go to Summit. The gate is up. What an interesting spot here for this phase gate in Summit Reception and Crevice. Oh, and Jack does actually lose his lurk right here. So that is both lurks down for Lord Mayo. Ascension are in a really good spot right now with these 3 extractors up for Lord Mayo.
Hey, I need some ammo over here.
And the Crossroads phase gate going up. Intric and Karma here. Rez trying to harass Crossroads a little bit. The phase gate goes up, so they do have that deadly triangle. The pressure gate in Crevice, and the backup gate in Crossroads. Karma, Knee, and Intric phasing through. Looks like they're going to pressure Computer Lab a little bit. Jekt and Rez here in ventilation. They have no high life forms except for Phil, who is faded just now. And we'll take out MF here in flight control. Karma on the phase gate. Visor trying to harass Crossroads. They do have the mines down on the phase gate, so it will make it interesting for these low life forms, these skulks, to try and take down this phase gate. Jekt trying to take down Atrium as well. Knee does come to save it, but Jekt does decide that he wants to engage that Marine. Unfortunately, Knee does get away unscathed on 20% HP. So he does save that extractor. MF taking down Visor here in flight control. Phil, the only high life form, that fade. What can he do about these Marines in flight control? Dangerous egg there in flight control as well. And these Marines will retreat, trying to do a little bit of damage to these eggs, but not being able to break through into flight control. And Beck, moving into sub-access, she actually gets a shell down. I don't know why there was a shell down here in sub-access, but she manages to suicide on a shell. MF and Knee here still in summit reception, blocking any skulks from getting through. And they will rush the gorge. Elodia does go down in flight control. The Drifter is low. There will be a free 8 res if they do shoot it. Knee and MF in flight control. The scan is down. While Rez and Jekt work on the top side extractors here. Visor working on the ventilation extractor will go down to Beck. But MF and Knee do get the Drifter down. The shell is on 32%. Phil trying to do something about these Marines here in flight control. But it's just so open here. These Marines at the back of flight control. This phase has to do something about it. And they do. They do take down Knee, MF. Getting stuck there in the corner of flight control. Does manage to take down a shell. Suicides on a shell. So that is 40 T-res down the drain here for Lord Mayor. Beck working on the Gorge Tunnel. And it is so close. It's so close. It's on 12%, was it? My goodness. So, Gorge Tunnel extremely low. That Crag saving it. MF, Knee, and Karma all moving in with shotguns into this flight control. Could this be the last push for Ascension? However, they have dropped sub-access Hive. It's actually been up for quite a bit, apparently. As it is grown, sorry. 100%. MF, Karma, and Knee here in flight control. Phil trying to do something, but he can't do anything against these level 2 shotguns. And here we go. Karma, MF, and Knee, and Intric moving up to the Hive. And this Hive could be history. The shells are going down. That's another 20 res. They are shooting the eggs. And Karma taking out Jekt and Visor. MF taking down Elodia. The Fade is coming back. Can he do much with these 4 Marines in the Hive? Just so many Marine engagement wins here. Nothing that Lord Mayor can do about it. They're trying to spawn eggs. Can't do anything about it. That Hive is going down 40%, 35%. And Ascension just rolled in there. And it goes. They do take that Hive down. Lord Mayor in a really, really interesting situation here. But Can they go for a base rush? The scan does go down in ventilation. Visor, res, elodie, eject, moving into data core. The mines are down, the beacon goes off. So Lord Mayor is getting out of there. And the beacon actually did save Lord Mayor. They actually were getting a computer lab phase gate up, which would have been very detrimental for these Lord Mayor aliens. As Knee takes down Jekt here in computer lab. And there is the GG from Lord Mayor. So, my goodness, folks, I've never seen... I mean, this is pretty exciting. I mean, Ascension really showing that they're very strong at the start here. So, Ascension take it 2-0 in the grand final.